Good evening. We're picking up roughly where we left off last time. I have entirely forgotten how to play this game. Congratulations, Jigstraw, on both the watch streak and on being first. You know, I have been playing Factorio basically non-stop, every waking moment, since I got Factorio. All of my muscle memory is just Factorio. Right, I finished up in the garden. I went up to, I want to say, the library? It's up past Soren. Let's go with this plant creature. Though I think that there were like a bunch of vampire bats, so I probably actually want to keep the frog out. Like that, thank you, frog. Fear not, my muscle memory might be purely Factorio, but my sense of direction remains entirely untarnished. Rude. To be fair, I would say that my sense of direction is actually pretty decent. The problems arise when I try to, like, remember what's in a given direction. Key to the halls takes me to the right. If memory serves, I didn't explore too much because I mostly ran out of time. That guy had a quest where he wanted me to bring leeches so that I could put it on a guy's guyness. Hey, level. I'm on Twitch, I can't be entirely candid with my language. He wanted me to put leeches on his junk. Which is kind of hilarious, but also, like, kind of horrifying. So presumably I have to go down to, like, the sewers and get leeches and carry them all the way up here. I have no space in my inventory for anything, let alone leeches. I wonder if I will find a merchant in this area, or if I'm gonna have to leave and come back. A shop visit is absolutely in order. Whenever I find one. Right, I've also got healing magic now. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I wonder if the extra cold damage on this axe is increased because I have bubbles and frost. I do have magic robes that, reduce the cost of the healing spell from, I think, 3 to 2. I would love to reduce it to 1. It'd be cool if you could, like... I don't know, like, bind, like, an entire preset to a key. So I could be like, oh, hey, let's, what's the word? Like, if I got, like, a staff of healing, I could be like, okay, one button, put on the robe and the staff. Vitafandis. That was my last inventory spot. Max health 14, extra healing 14%. You can kill a living creature with a bloodthirsty spirit, and this weapon drains the victim's dying breath to grant you power. I'm still missing at least one light in this room. Am I having a blind fox moment? Is there like a sconce that's just visible but I haven't interacted with? Oh wait, no, there's like downward spits in the bottom right. I give this like half of a blind fox point. I see I've chosen properly. If I'd gone down the right-hand side, I would have gotten sneaked. There is something very satisfying about, like, lighting the torches and filling the rooms with visibility. I would like it if those orcs kind of, like, scooched off to the right. I don't want to get ganked the instant I drop down. This works. Hello, friend. You ever heard of the shotgun backstab? You're about to. Well, for the last guy, it was more of a shotgun stab. It was in his face, but still. You can backstab somebody from in front. I've seen it happen. There is a gate there. Double check which one this is. Alright. Upper right. Let us see what the central chamber holds. What secrets? Potion of Ghost Shape. Which I must have already had at least one of, because that went into my inventory. Is that guy wearing a baseball cap? One that at this resolution looks kind of lame and stupid. So, what's your deal? That's a huge fire, isn't it? Old Munskva watch Morgok. Morgok? You mean the fire? Is the fire's name Morgok? No, fire has no name. Morgok is thief who stole key from old Munskva. And where is Morgok? I don't see him. Morgok dead beyond fire. Ah, yes, now I see him. Is that his skeleton right there? And that sack of bones as your key? Yes, Munskva kills Morgok with black magic. But Morgok with key beyond fire. Munskva cannot reach the other side to recover key. Munskva offer great reward for key. Oof, the fire doesn't look very nice. What do you offer in exchange? Munskva offers legendary spear. Haha. How stupid he is. The great fire is nothing but an illusion. Thanks for the info, Zero. This is gonna be a piece of cake. Old man, I'll bring your key in a flash. Have my legendary weapon ready. So... I can think of a couple of ways around this, potentially. I doubt that the fire is actually an illusion. My first thought is, what if I hit it with an ice attack? My second thought is, what if I get that scroll of blink from Zorin? That lets me just, like, zip forward. I am right by a gate. Right, that's not where the halo is now. I was like, why did the flame come out? Granted, it is Pride Month. Plants can come out too if they want to. Matter of fact, I'd be so bold as to say that, like, telling anybody that they can't come out is not on brand. Sorry, what up? I desperately need to sell things. Bear with me. Sort inventory. I think I'll just place a big loud buzzer when I sort it. Right, sell. Burn, I can just ditch. The Jawas can have that one, I don't care. Anything that says magic potion, I'm not gonna get rid of just yet. I don't know if I need to hold on to these keys after using them. I feel like it's smarter to than to not. I can wear 8 rings at once, no reason not to if I've only got 7. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no storage system. I can, like, drop things and let the Jawas steal them, but that's not quite the same thing. I actually want to carry a bajillion potions, because that's a challenge. And a bunch of these weapons I can probably just, like, ditch. I don't think I'm gonna need, like, my contingency spear. I want to hold on to the unique ones, though, just in case. Alright, things are a bit better sorted now. I also believe it was 18 distinct things. Yeah, carry a collection of at least 18 different potions. For reference, that's 2 item slots shy of 2 full rows. So I just need 6 more? 6 more. I had to put that. Okay, I think if it doesn't say, like, requires in red, I could equip it. So, just on the off chance... I'll probably keep, like, one usable item of each category. And I'll just sell the rest. Setting aside, of course, my saves and such. Yeah, I can do my own magic, so I'm gonna sell the ones. Are these sorted by damage? I presume they are. No, they're not. Let's just do this one category at a time, make it easier on my head. So, daggers. Spiciest dagger I've got is 135 damage. Anything lower than that that's a dagger, I'll just get rid of. I'll keep the polymorph on. I'll keep one Wand of Frostbolt just in case. These swords. Mace. Spear. Axe. Oh, this is technically a mace too. My staves get special treatment. That should do for now. I'm hitting the sort the inventory button. There we go. Yeah, no, I was also wondering how it's sorted, because it didn't seem... I just hit K and I drank a regeneration potion. Oopsie. Yeah, I think that wasn't one of the potions I needed to hold on to, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, phase door. Teleports you to the farthest point you could walk without falling or jumping. That feels like the sort of thing to use to bypass that fire, assuming that it'll kill me on contact. Yeah, I'm just gonna halo out. That is the plan. That inventory cleaning was long overdue. And I got some money out of it, so that's extra nice. Especially after spending all that other money on Essence. Don't mess with the frog. Scroll of Phase Door is... Wait, where did it go? Oh, Mastery, Illumination, Mana Mastery. Here we are, Phase Door. Monk Spa's key. I assumed the fire was real. Monk Spa finally has key. Pale Stranger is good with Monk Spa. Several thousand damage on contact, good to know. Now Monk Spa has key. Monk Spa give up then. Anga Banga. Yes, yes, here have. Slicering. And it's got a fun model. Fires level 8 in polearms. Allows it to attack several targets at once. This is probably one that you were thinking of earlier at the start of the game, and Gorilla Spheres can multi-hit. It does look very good. I win. Oh, Potion of Giant Strength. Rob was like, no, I'm out. None of this, please. Not for me. He's just actually gone. Honestly wise. Oh, he probably just came up here. I also think the spike hitboxes deactivate when they start retracting. I'm used to waiting for things like that to like be gone. Rude. Hey, little kid, you shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Don't worry. I'm taking no risk here. I set some traps. You mean traps? That's what I said, traps. Alright, fair enough. Get bludgeoned. That is a very, very big thing. Leviathos. Or Leviathos, maybe, if we're pronouncing things like Americans. No, thank you. Oh, he yoinked me. I see now that my initial assessment of how to handle this was correct. And he's dead. Oh, you know what? If he yanked me, I could have grabbed the rope. Enter is not the grab the rope button. The grab the rope button is something else. I forgot which button grabs the rope. Pretty sure that was my second thought, but I pressed it there and I didn't grab the rope. Maybe I just grabbed it too late. Yeah, honestly, I think pot-shotting it is just... going to be a better experience overall. Interesting, though. You know what? If I was like a melee fighter as well, that'd probably be my only way to hit it, is to like, get yoinked, smack it in midair, and then grab the rope on the way down. That'd actually be really cool. Unfortunately for it, I am a mere Arctic fox. So I will simply impale its face with several stalactites. I don't think it sounds awful personally, more so just perhaps a bit clunky in this engine. Are you gonna drop on me? Yes, you are. My poor pet. I also gotta be careful because if I fall down the right side of the screen, I'm going to die. On account of the spikes on the floor below. Now that I cracked the roof? Indeed. So anyway, if I fall, I'll probably die. Hammer of the Blacksmith of the Necromancer. Suddenly Castlevania. I don't know about the games because I've never played them, but at least in Netflix Castlevania, the people behind Dracula's armies are called Forge Masters. And they're basically blacksmith necromancers. They like craft undead bodies and then like put demon souls into them. It's really quite interesting. Who needs the frog? Codex continues to have approximately 0 chill. What's the plant have a name? I forget. It's literally just plant. Yeah, I really want to play at least like the non like super early clunky Castlevanias. After finishing the new model. Like they're very much on the I want to play these games list. Okay, there's something up above. I don't know if I can get up there normally. I probably popped out from up there. Listen, Zero. What if I slept in the bathroom, crushed my head, and now I'm in a coma? Of course, that must be it. I'm in the hospital in a coma, and my consciousness is fighting to survive. Then this castle is a test. If I defeat Harnicon, then whatever's blocking me will leave and I'll wake up. Have I recovered from the blender burnout? I think I'm doing pretty well on that front. Combination of like dipping my toes into Godot and having my entire being consumed by Factorio. Very much the reset that my brain needed. Defeat the Great Master? Haha, how funny you are. Oh no? And what makes you think that I couldn't defeat Harnicon? Harnicon is omnipotent, immortal. He is supreme, he has slain thousands. Yeah, and I'm sure that if he were here, he would kill me with fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his ass. Show some respect. How dare you talk with the Great Master this way? Listen, how come every time I ask you something we have to wind up arguing? I mean, to be fair, you did kind of insult his whole entire thing. Ooh, scorpions, I kind of hate this. Also, what looks like stinky roaches. I picked like the one wrong time to cast Frostbolt. Oh, that just killed it instantly. Oh no. It's fine, I've got the plant. An orc's jump doesn't look like it. The orcs are just like, well, this is our lives now. Oh no. I am threading that needle. This is fine. Ooh, long arrows. We're moving up in the world. Or at least in caliber. Hike. 128 damage spear, looks like I can use it. Fairly substantial upgrade of the one that I was using. I'm paranoid of like every wall that isn't like... that I don't know exactly what's on the other side of it. Hey Grandpa, what are you doing here alone far from your people? I too old. Everyone laugh at me. Young ones have no respect. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. You look like a good kid. I tell secret. I know secret formula to reverse old age and recover strength. When I am young again, I be strong like giant. I get revenge on young ones that offended me. An elixir that reverses old age and gives the strength of a giant? This is fantastic. Why haven't you already done it? Last ingredient missing. Down there is cave where guardians watch dragon egg. Me too old to steal. Need you to steal it. An egg of a dragon? And what will I get in exchange? If you help Old One offers great magic ring. All Zodic's ring of strength. That gives great strength for combat. Important not to break egg. Bring egg unbroken. You understand? No break egg. Okay, I got it. I have to bring you the... Yeah. Okay, I got it. I have to bring you the egg in one piece. I'll be careful. Shrooms. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. I hate it. I actually hate it. Fucking perish. Pardon my French. Ugh. showed that well what's for. I'm now paranoid of every single mushroom in my path. Egg. This must be the egg the old goblin asked for. Ah, so heavy. This would make a ginormous omelet. Wait, something in it moved. It's alive. There must be a dragon baby about to break out. The old guy must have known, and that's why he told me not to break the egg. But I feel sorry for this baby dragon, being sacrificed for a youth potion. Pity. In there lies a being that will destroy everything in its path. It must not be born or it will burn the whole castle into ashes. Are you serious? But it's just a little baby dragon. I can't imagine it's spitting fire and eating people. What if I break the egg? Crazy fool, do not dare open it if you do not want to perish under its flames. If you wish to accomplish the quest, receive the reward, and not risk being burned by the dragon, just give the egg back to the old goblin. However, if you prefer to take the risk, open the egg and lose the reward, select Open in the eggs options in your inventory. Over here by this... So, like, strength I don't care about. I kind of want a dragon friend. Green dragon whelp. Small orphan dragon whelp shoots fireballs against any creature except those who cannot be harmed with fire, so he's smart. Nice. Oh, he's a baby. You know, I will happily take a dragon friend over, like... plus strength. Also that, yeah, Zero was just like, you fool. It'll burn down the entire castle, and I'm just like... And I meant to not want this? The egg broke and a small dragon whelp came out. Stupid! I say not to break egg. No reward for you. In. This is fine. Oh, that is a big number. I'm gonna put this guy over Cold Axe. He does more damage in general. Cold Axe can be like the niche thing on the shift modifier. If I could have, I would have killed him and just taken his ring. Plus, like, he's old, so like... he's explicitly gonna die soon anyway. I could probably just come back in, like, a day or two. Oh, rude. Scroll of Illumination. Let me take this. Imagine if the dragon would also, like, proactively like torches. Yeah, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I do think that the frog is, like, better fit for purpose in rooms like this one specifically. My health is low, when did that happen? On second thought... Oh dear. Ow, my bones. Plant, are you not going to... Are you not gonna pop them? Like, we're both missing health, you have energy. Not enough health to drain? That is a rude loophole. You have lit half of the lights in the whole castle. Nice. This feels very much like I'm climbing a tower. Like I'll go up one side and come down the other. That looks kind of like a Java with a scimitar. What if I kill him? Can I have it? Broad knife. Oh, that works. Healing magic. Oh right, my health. I forgot. I totally forgot that I was missing most of my blood. Potion of giant strength. I have ended up a tiny little bit distracted from climbing the tower, but ending up on this side of things has been interesting. I think I want an axe, not a blunt thing. Here we go. Oh, the dragon also burns things. That's even better. Oh, rude. It's actually super good. Just stuff going on there. I wonder if there's a way down. Or if I have to, like, approach from the other side. Oh well, it was worth looking into. Oh, other side, here we are. Wand of Paralysis. Paralyzes a creature for a moment. Oh, don't want to fall. Or the blacksmith. I think I want to keep the axe on too. It's less raw damage, but it's more useful against more things. I still think that this theme sounds like a Kingdom Hearts boss battle theme. I say that every time. But the thought keeps coming to my head, like, over and over. An unbidden chorus. Another thought crosses my mind. This is a baby dragon. Might it grow up? And he's dead. I see lots of papers and books, all of them written in old and strange languages. Those candelabras had weird sound effects when I lit them. Actually, are those candelabras? I think they are. Yeah, the ones that dangle are chandeliers, not candelabras. Well, important for the spirit quest? You're probably right. Like, light all the special candelabras. One way to find out. Okay, 2 of 3 gates in this area are open. Okay, let's see what cool stuff is here in this zone. Speaking of chandeliers... Oh, I don't actually need a decent bow level for this one. I don't know if it's worth spending money on, but it's definitely worth keeping in mind. As for you... Ooh, magic candles. Absolutely, we'll take that. Mental magic. Extinguish fire on self. That could be really good. Fancy new candle. And a new spell. %, more healing. Blue essence saving. No healing essence saving, regrettably. Still very good. Save 7. Yeah, like especially if like one cast of Gold Blast gets rid of like multiple layers of fire. Absolutely worth getting. I want to get rolled up to 7. Constitution while we're at it. Frost while we're at it, since I seem to be all in on this. I got like a better idea of what I want to be doing with myself. I'll leave the last point floating. Absolute worst case scenario, I can respec. I'm looking positively fancy. Don't really need the baseline candle anymore. There's no downside to the blue candle. Let's be a little bit more proactive with selling things. I probably want to go back and get a respec anyway, just because I seem to be rather all in on robes now. I know I said that I keep a sword around, but I don't think I need it. In before I come to regret this. Pressing F5 allows you to see and use all the spells you know. Press F1 to return to the shortcut panel. Okay, so I've got like separate hotbars for stuff like that. Good to know. Do not touch the books. Oh shoot. That shouldn't count. I was in a... not a cutscene, but I was in a dialogue box. I call shenanigans. Alright, we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom. Anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I return. Precise ring of the barbarian. Crit with axes and maces, we take those. I use axes and maces sometimes. Golden magic essence. Ring of the mutilator. Alright. 21 each, 2 daggers, swords, and axes. That sounds really good as well. I finally must start on equipping things. Let's actually stop being silly with the rings. Yeah, who needs melee stance? Just get a bunch of flat damage bonuses. Scroll of Arcane Shock. Scroll of Arcane Immunity. Arcane Shock harms everybody in the room. Arcane Immunity makes you immune to any arcane attack that causes wounds. Very nice. Thank you for the hydration. Oh, these guys look fancy. They also look kind of like Shovel Knight. Mostly from the color scheme. Oh, blue essence. Excellent. Did he shovel bit by quite a bit? I don't actually know. It may or may not be a Shovel Knight reference, it probably isn't. It just happens to look like Shovel Knight. Also, never mind, I was gonna say something and then I think I was wrong, so I stopped talking. Bond of Slow. Reduce the victim's speed for a moment. Music here reminds you of something? To me it sounds like a winter theme in like an action RPG. Like if I was to go to like the winter level in like a, I don't know, like a Mario game or something, I would expect it to sound kind of like this. This door has a skull on it. Golden essence. The sleep spell is ideal to make enemies unconscious for quite a while. The best part is that the spell is cast directly over the target with no travel time and no chance to miss. If you wish to put a specific enemy to sleep, target it and cast the spell. The spell will be placed only on the target, even if there are other creatures around. If you wish to sleep a whole group of enemies, it is best not to target any monster, and cast the spell repeatedly until all monsters are asleep. Great Guardians are immune to all mental spells, but you can sleep monsters summoned by them. If you already have the sleep spell, drop down and use it against the talents without targeting them. Once all of them are asleep, you can finish them one by one. Or Cold Axe. Why is it telling me about sleep? Did I pick up like a wand of sleep or something? weird. This looks like a guardian chamber. Well, here's the next guardian. Zira, do you know who I'm facing this time? This must be the library of the great Neuron. What is his weak point? Do not waste your time asking questions that have no answer. Ah, that was nearly as good as the echo of your last resonating all around your castle. The castle. You know what? I don't need your advice. Whatever it is, I'm gonna kill it and take its loot. We'll see. Neuron. If it's not a giant, like, flying brain, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed. That said, I'm not quite done scanning the entire area yet. Yay, golden essence. I guess the idea is that you, like, learn sleep from the mental pure spirit. And then come here. Oh, it's what's-his-face, the guy who died of a trap. Imagine that being your legacy. Like you're recognized by virtue of, oh, died to a trap. Protective ring of ice. Okay. Scroll of melee mastery. Straight plus 50 damage to melee rolls, that's cool. If I end up fighting a boss that's like outright immune to magic, I might end up using that. I seem to be collecting a bunch of bonuses like that. Ooh, shield. I can't interact with it. Man, it's been a long time. You took your time getting here, young stranger. That's because I spent some time in the gardens and sought to prune a little tree. And you? What are you doing here? I'm looking for my name. In the library? Maybe there's a record of people that entered this castle? There's a magic scroll that contains the names of all creatures that die in this place. Every time somebody dies, his name and face appear magically on it. My name should be there. So you're searching for the scroll here? To my misery, this scroll is well hidden somewhere in this library. Well, if I find it, I'll try to look for your name. Thanks, stranger. There's a bit off to the left I want to check out. There's a bit up top that I want to check out. There's gotta be a third gate somewhere. I want to find that. Interesting. This looks breakable. That looks kind of like a teleporter. Key to the tower. my bones. Let's just quickly attend to our wounds. I was wondering if I bought like a staff or a new healing rope earlier. I think I didn't. Ooh, fancy couch. That looks comfortable. Interesting. What if I get something for killing all the crows in this room? Iron Golem. A mechanical being that knows no pain and no mercy. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna murder a whole kill of crows. They'll never see it coming. I'm flipping the script on them. More copies of Phase 4, we take those. Would have been useful to find that earlier. More arcane immunity. Melee immunity sounds nice. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. JK lol. Here's the pure spirit. Who dares interrupt my eternal meditation? My name is Jean-Luc Picard, and I am one of the Dark Servants of Harnicon. I come before you to witness your magic. If you are Jean-Luc Picard, then say hello to the crew of the Enterprise. But how come you know about the TV series? He's the mind spirit, he probably read your mind. I explained it to him. That's the DM from the start of the game, what? Rick, is it really you? What are you doing here? Dude, you're still hallucinating. Dang it, I was right. I was starting to doubt. Hey, how come I can't see you? You cannot see him because he is not real. I am manipulating your mind. I simply read your thoughts and saw the lies. Jean-Luc Picard, your friend Rick, and the mistaken reason for your presence in this castle. Nor can you conceal the shadow you call Zero. How'd you do it? What sort of magic is this? This is the dominion of the mind and senses. To show you the way, I will need a magic book, one that must be created to hold the powerful spell that transmits my knowledge. But if you know that I'm not a servant of Harnicon, why do you want to teach me your magic? Because you are a creature with a very peculiar intellect. You approach your goals in a novel manner, and it will be entertaining to see how you use my powers to bypass the adverse situations you will find in this castle. To create the magic book, I will need golden magic essence, blank paper, a black feather, and black ink. The shelves are filled with books. Search for loose paper between them. I better get the feather from the crow room. Concerning the feather and ink, you will not find them here in the library. Pose yourself this question. From what beasts could you obtain a black feather and black ink? So black feather, crow, black ink, tentacles from the sewers? Or octopi from the sewers, rather? Study room, complete silence is required. This doesn't feel very silent. Black paper. Scimitar. Not bad. But it's a sword, so it doesn't have the, it doesn't have, like, the damage type that I prefer. Okay, so it's gonna be 20 bookshelves with paper on them. Or perhaps more, but I need 20. Or perhaps different quantities, because they don't drop in multiples of 10. At least not always. Illumination. People are putting an awful lot of blank paper on the shelves in a library. It's like you got the spirit, but you kind of like don't quite get it. Icy wind spell absolutely coming in clutch. Precise spring of the night. Plus 3 melee crit, don't need that. I feel like I'm not gonna have trouble getting the paper that I need. thief. I guess in heels? No, I'm built different. That's what the shrubbery is for. Oh, my ankle. If only the plant's energy regenerated faster. Fun fact, if you think of breaking a bone as, like, worse than any other injury that doesn't involve breaking a bone, the worst injury I've ever suffered was a broken toe. I tripped walking over the threshold to my bedroom, and I broke my toe. I wasn't even doing anything cool. Also, like, there was nothing going on that would, like, make me trip. There wasn't, like, a wet floor or, like, anything weird happening. I just tripped on a step that I had taken probably hundreds of thousands of times. That night had no chill. Despite ironically being frost elemental. Or so I presume, because he drops blue essence. Oh, is that an iron golem? He did choose violence, yes. Ugh. I made a noise of disgust just now, and the reason for that is somebody is smoking weed in the building that I live in. And I can smell it. And I've been able to smell it on and off all day. And it's extremely bothersome and rude and inconsiderate. Especially because this building has a no weed policy. It's like they're just bothering everybody with it. Those are thieves, at least in this game, yeah. Something that I want to do in real life at some point is, like, befriend the crows. I think I've mentioned before wanting to do this. But, like, corvids are really smart. So if you, like, regularly give them peanuts, they will start to like you. And then if you give them extra peanuts when they... So actually, I'll take a step back. So they'll start to bring you gifts too in exchange for the peanuts. And if you give them extra, like, rewards when they give you things that you like, they'll go out of their way to get more of that specific thing because they're smart. So, like, if you reward them when they bring you, like, coins or paper money, they will hunt down coins or paper money and bring it to you. No, my frog. Kill me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody got in trouble for that. But, like, prove that I did it, you know what I mean? For legal reasons, that was a joke. I would not actually do that. Any crow-related money thefts are not to be presumed related to me. If they're willing to put in that much effort to, like, catch a bird trainer, I don't know, I feel like they've got better things to do with their time. Hi, friend. Oh dear. I did not think that you could jump. I apologize, I was unfamiliar with your game. At least it's not bugging. If I encountered, for example, Ghost from Hollow Knight, I don't think Dave would be surviving. That is just a whole other level of, like, zero chill. Right, that's all the paper that I need. Need a black feather and black ink. Supposedly neither can be found in this, tower. I presume that the feather is a random drop from crows, which are not only in that one, area. And I presume that the ink is from the octopi from the depths, where I also technically want to go get leeches so I can put them on that one guy's junk. So I see an opportunity to, like, optimize my pathing here. Jump King moment, kind of, except I did it on purpose. Just wait for the stink cloud to leave. I'll heal my dragon friend. Ow! Rude. Must not have come through here. Oh, more crows. Excellent. Perfect black feather. And there's the gate I was looking for. Probably don't need more than one feather. I'll toss the other one out after the quest. To be fair, I've also barely had to heal all stream. Putting those points into Constitution has definitely been worth it. Let's see, can I split this? There we go. I don't need more than one of that. I'll go clear out my inventory with Soren. I'll go down to the sewers, get some ink. And then collect leeches and book it for the beat. Hitting the sort the inventory button. This doesn't look very sorted to me. Wait, hold on. There we go. So pressing K on something runs a command on it. Pressing K on an empty square sorts the inventory. Okay, weird, but okay. I was wondering why that was being weird. I don't care too much for small bonuses to things that I'm not going to use. He refuses to buy this child. SMH, what kind of society is it when you can't even sell the child? Whoops. Feather. I wonder, will the Java things not steal things that are in Pure Spirit Realm, like this one? If so, could I just leave things on the ground in here and they wouldn't mess with it? Like if I hide up here, Actually, I guess I don't need to hide. I'll just come back later and see if it's still there. Alright, octopus. I feel like down here is probably closest to an octopus. Oh, there's ink that I'm after. Now I just need leeches. Give me a name. Or a number, rather. 8 leeches. I've got 1. I have noticed that the ice shotgun is exceptionally good. That reminds me of like a fun... I don't know if I'd call it like an interaction. A fun mechanic from Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. It's a niche thing that has actually gotten me yelled at before by DMs who didn't appreciate me like attempting to leverage it. So, broadly speaking, the school of magic that, like... Let's say that I want to cast a fireball. That's called evocation because you're creating energy. And generally speaking, if you're dealing damage with a spell directly, you're probably evoking. However, if you do that, it is considered magical damage. If you do that, it's considered magical damage. So if you have, like, for example, anti-magic zone or like spell resistance going on. I don't recall where the orc is. Or the goblin, rather. Near the entrance? Thank you. But yeah, so like, for example, if you have, let's say that you have spell resistance. So like, if something is a magical effect, you have a chance to just outright negate it. So like, if I cast Fireball on you, if I evoke fire, you have a chance to negate Fireball. Or even better, let's say there's anti-magic zone. If I try to cast a Fireball into an anti-magic zone, it just poofs out of resistance. It doesn't accomplish anything. If I were to light a torch on fire and shove it into your face, you would still take fire damage because it's not like zone of immune to fire, it is zone of immune to magic. And like I say, most evocations would be nullified by this. However, there's a niche series of conjuration spells called, like Conjure Orb, where rather than, and like this is like a really semantic difference, but like mechanically this is how it works. It's like if I cast Fireball, I'm evoking fire. I've created magical fire. If I cast Flame Orb from the Conjuration School, rather than creating magical fire, I have summoned fire from elsewhere and then flung it. Which means that very specifically, conjuration spells that create projectiles that deal damage are not nullified or reduced by things that specifically nullify or reduce spell damage specifically. It's like if somebody's in an anti-magic zone and you cast Flame Orb, they sit there all smug thinking that your spell's gonna do nothing, and it just flies in and puffs them on the jaw. Because the magic part of it ended as soon as the fire came into existence and gained momentum. And like I say, I've actually gotten into fights over that one. That is how it works. That is 100% how it works. But I've had DMs be like, I had one DM, I should say, be like, no. If they're immune to magic, they're immune to magic. I'm like, yes, but that's not magic. Have leeches. Oh, see? My health is fine. I'm built different. Like a raisin, my dude. Already put leeches? Yep. I just left his vital parts covered in them. When he wakes up, he's gonna be in for a big surprise. How grateful. I give present. Midas Transmutation. Transmute the victim into coins. The more life points the creature has, the more coins will appear. My immediate thought is, can I cast this on the Guardian? Turning the final boss into honey is also a thing that I like the idea of. I presume that bosses are immune, but it would be very funny if they weren't. Also, I don't see anything in this that says, like, minimum damage or anything. I think that might just be a one-hit kill. I never did find that guy's name. I don't think there's any other areas in the library to explore. Maybe it's just on a random shelf. Also true. There's the, there's room that has the shopkeepers in it. There's like an angle there that I haven't found. I'm just musing that I haven't found the scroll. I'm not necessarily befuddled by having not found it. Let the magic words be written, the verses be forged, let the book of the mind grant you knowledge. Let the wisdom in it inspire your soul, and let your mind open to spells and secrets that are jealously kept in books and other texts. Magic of the Mind has been included in your character page. You are now able to use mind-affecting spells and increase your skills in mental spells when gaining a level. You take those. Sleep is a massively overpowered spell. Yeah, kind of like, what's the word? Kind of like same deal with like the Midas transmutation. It's like, hold on a second. I don't see anything about like a limit on this. Right, now I gotta find the Guardian room again. I remember it was up near the top. Right, it was through that blue door with the skull on it. Where was that? That was around here somewhere. I will find it eventually. It looks an awful lot like that. It looks an awful lot like that. Ghost material. Advanced magic potions. We do a little healing as a treat. This is fine. Any healing? Yeah. It's a boss fight. I'm gonna go in with full health. I'm also like a tiny, tiny little bit off of leveling up. So I also could have just killed a guy, probably, to level up. Oh well, hindsight is 20/20. Better be a giant brain. I'm gonna be so disappointed if he's not. Good enough. Reflects magic. What if I put you to sleep? Okay, maybe I hit you? So about the whole deciding that I'm going to go all in on magic and not do melee thing. Mental wreck. Well, melee it is, I suppose. Well, luckily I do have all those damage bonuses. I'll also bring the plant. I don't know if it's going to accomplish anything. But it's better than nothing. Where's my dragon? I somehow took the dragon off the shortcuts. Interesting. Weird. I was like, is it gone? Where is it? Dragon friend? Okay, plant can hurt it. So either that's typeless, melee, or just... the damage type that it's not immune to? It's also hurting the plant with that beam. The timing on this is gonna get some... it's gonna take some getting used to. There we go. Definitely seems like the objective is, like, interrupt that beam as quickly as possible. I probably also want to come in with, like, whole plant energy. Maybe even like the healing rope. If that's suicide attempts. Interesting. Okay, so Actually, out of the bow would work. Bow might work better for this. I'll actually use the healing tunic because I think that the health is going to be more useful than 10 extra damage per shot. I look positively elven in this getup. So hypothetically, the optimal thing to do is to just sit around and wait for the plant to get full energy. But that sounds lame, so I'm not gonna do it. Let's find out if it's all not melee, or if it's just magic that it's immune to. Okay, it's going to be melee. Lovely time for an eye break, incorrect. If I don't beat him on this attempt, it's going to be the end of the stream. Which I guess is just a really long ad break if the only thing you do between, like, the end of one stream and the start of another is watch ads non-stop. And, like, if you do that, like, no judgment. Like, life is short, do whatever makes you happy. The timing on this is going to be a problem. I wonder if a bonk from a staff would be, like, worth using at all. Because like if I showed up with like a staff equipped, and the staff did decent damage, and it was like a healing staff maybe. Also, I see now, oops, I seem to have taken my frost staff off my hotbar. Okay, assuming that this is the whole fight, it's going to get done, it's just going to take a while. Also, I am extra glad that I put all those points into Constitution. I don't want to imagine doing this fight with, like, a third the health that I have right now. At least I'm getting the hang of this, I think. Is that about half health? These don't have a phase 2. Wait, what? Wait, what? My pet is going insane. I am uncorking everything. Mental influence. I can't... My pet is dead. It is making me waste all of my potions. That is so rude. Well, alright then. We're gonna call it there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Wednesday. I have not yet decided what game it's going to be because I beat Shadow of the Colossus. Next time that I'm playing Unepic is going to be on Friday. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Good night.